The search and rescue officer shared a story about her experience in the forest decades ago. She was on training, learning the basics of high elevation belaying on a well-mapped side of the mountain, and then she had to use the bathroom. So she went off about 50 yards from the ground during a meal break and did her business. Now, when she was done, she began walking back to the group. But she's only gotten about 5 feet when she realized that she had no idea where she was. She had literally no clue where she was standing. She couldn't even remember which stage she was in. It was like everything blanked away from her memory. So she stood there for a while, just trying to figure out where she was and where she needed to head to. I mean, she's a search and rescue officer and was supposed to know the park in and out for some reason, but everywhere seemed off. So the longer she stood there, the more confused she was. Then she turned around and started walking towards a direction. Things started getting worse and worse to the point where she had no concept of time. And when she went to the mountain, she began walking past the snow, then heard voices in her head. It sounded groggy, like frog-like. And the voice was telling her, it's okay, and you just need to find something to eat. Once you eat, you'll be okay. Just keep walking and find something to eat. Eat. That was all she kept hearing. So she started looking around for something to eat. So she walked towards the direction and then saw one of the search and rescue officers she was training with. And he looked terrified at seeing her. He ran towards her, asking if everything was okay and what the hell she was doing out here alone because they've been searching for her. So as the man was running towards her, she pulled out a knife as if she was going to attack him. But the man stepped back and was like, whoa, calm down, it's me. So she put the knife away. But then the man said, what's going on? Where have you been? We've searched here like a couple of times. We've been around here looking for you. But then she was confused because she had only just gone to use the restroom and now all of a sudden someone is, asking her all these questions. So she calmed down and asked the man, how long has she been gone for? The man looked and said, you mean you don't know? You've been gone for 3 days. And then she realized oh my God, this is worse than she imagined. So she followed the man back to their waiting area. And then the man called the police, called the ambulance, and they airlifted her to the hospital. And they did all kinds of tests on her. And nobody could understand what happened to this woman out there and how she survived 3 days in that area, because no one can. It's cold, it's lonely, it's dangerous. Animals live there. So the doctor said, maybe you had a temporal amnesia or a weird seizure that knocked your brain out of whack for a moment. But the truth is that no one knows what happened to this woman to date. What do you think happened?